It's spring, but it's really cold. And especially today, it's raining, bad, nasty outside, which I'm outside. I've been thinking lately about what I'm thinking about. Now, that may sound strange to you, but being the introverting introvert that I am, I do have a lot of time to think. But I think one of the problems that we have that causes us, we have a problem that causes us a lot of problems, and that is that all human beings think, we feel, and we behave. One of the problems that we have that causes us a lot of problems is that we don't think about what we think about. And lately I've been thinking about what I've been thinking about. Because our thinking is everything. It determines our moods for the most part, our behaviors. Thinking is everything, especially memory. I talked to you about that not long ago. But our thinking was taught. In other words, we were taught to think a certain way by our teachers, by life. Life is a teacher. Then we have professional teachers. We have parents and grandparents and guardians and all these people that are telling us how to think. They want us to think like them, generally. But what we think about is so important. What we believe is so important. What we believe about ourselves, what we believe about life, what we believe about our country, what we believe about people, animals, what we believe about everything. I know that the alcoholics in recovery, they've got a big book that says many of us tried to hold on to our old ideas and the result was nil. Old ideas about what? What about everything? Many of us tried to hold on to our old ideas, our old beliefs, our old way of thinking, and it just gets us nowhere sometimes. It can cause us problems, actually. I read a story about this man who was traveling and he came across a group of elephants. And these elephants had a rope around each of them had a rope around a leg, and the rope was attached to a stick in the ground. And the elephants, who could have pulled the stakes out very easily, ran off, they didn't. They stayed right there. So the man inquired to the trainer, how come these elephants, so huge, certainly able to pull themselves away from this place and that stake in the ground, why do they stay put? And the elephant trainer said, well, when they're very young, we have a rope around their leg, around their foot, and the rope and that stake is able to keep them where they are when they're young. And as they get older, they continue to believe that they can't pull away from where they are. They can't pull the stake out of the ground, which they could very easily. But do you see how beliefs really matter? Big old elephant could pull the rope and the stake out of the ground and go to different places or do what they wanted to do or whatever. But they're held in place by something that they believe is actually holding them. But it's really not. So today, I'm thinking about what I'm thinking about. I'm taking a look at what I'm telling myself about the pandemic, what I'm telling myself about the government, what I'm telling myself about this or that, or what I believe, my opinions. All of those things make a huge difference. And sometimes we need to give up our old ideas. We need to give up our old beliefs that don't work, cause us a lot of problems. They cause us to think a certain way, and if we don't think about what we think about, We just do it automatically. And sometimes that can cause a problem, you know. Think about what you're thinking about. Think about what you believe. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. And don't forget, I said that.